Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Vivid Vybe Battle of the Sexes. I'm your host, Miss Misha. And to my left, we've got Team Chanel. We got Miss Lovely Chanel.
Yo. This is your girl, Miss Lovely Chanel, the Chanel team right here.
Yeah.
Yes, let my girl introduce herself.
And I'm Mosadi. I'm so happy to be here. And, we got this.
Yes, you know what? Let's change this. We're not even Chanel team. We're the Libra twin team.
Yes. Libras in the house.
Both Libras.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
2 weeks in a row. Come on with it.
And to my right, we got Team Dell.
Uh-oh.
We got Mr. Dell P.
Takeover coming.
What up?
What's going on?
And
What
his
up, though?
teammate,
Got my boy.
Yo,
Mr. Garry.
we in the building. G. Hawkins. What up, good people?
All right.
Let's go.
So, before we get started, this battle was brought to you by our sponsors, Mink Lash Game. Visit www.minklashgame.com for high-quality, affordable mink lashes. The lashes feature a lightweight, flexible band and, with proper care, last up to 25 wears. Use the code VYBE, VYBE, to receive 25% off your first purchase. Ames Parker Brand Management, AP, is the one-stop shop for all of your branding needs. Specializing in the social media management and content creation, let AP help you take your brand to the next level. All right. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get down.
All right.
Get
As you
down
know,
on it.
okay, Mike already. Mike's ready.
Mike ahead of the game.
So as you know, this is the Battle of the Sexes, and tonight's show will be an hour long. Both teams just found out today's topic, and I'm the only one who knows what the questions are.
What's today's topic?
Yes, because
Let
me ask this question.
Make me a little nervous.
What's
No,
the
don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. So, the topics today is going to be social pressure. Social
okay.
issues,
Yeah.
right? The
I'm with it.
rules, right? No talking over the other team. And no generalizing.
Dale.
The teams will answer any questions our viewers have during the after show, so make sure you all tune back in. All right.
Okay.
So, let's get it started.
Let's get it
Let's
started.
get
All right.
it started in here. Let's get it started.
First question.
Okay.
Oh, why is it difficult for men to share/express their emotions?
Yes. Why?
Go ahead, Deb. Go ahead.
I beg to differ. I don't mind expressing my emotions. I'm a sensitive guy. I wear my, what they say, your heart on your sleeve.
sleeve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody that know me. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I don't like it. It hurt my feelings.
Do you cry?
In the closet, I ain't gonna cry. I've cried
only
before.
in the
No, I
closet.
don't
Only
mind.
in the
Honestly, I don't
closet.
mind crying though. I don't think all men have a problem expressing themselves emotionally. I
Talk
just
about it.
think sometimes it just depends on your delivery
Yes.
or the person that you're trying to deliver it to and who's receiving it. So I think we tend to express our feelings. It's just not heard from the opposite sex at times.
Yep. And I'd love to add to that if I can. Does that work for you, Papa?
Absolutely.
Oh, good shit. So, society has told us that we're not supposed to express our feelings, right? Society has said as a man, these are the stipulations of being a true man, which is take it on the cheek, push through, endeavor, hold everything internally, and never express what's really going on. So systematically, we've been put in this position to say we can't share how we feel. We can't deliver the emotional aspects of life. We're only supposed to show you the rough, the tough, the rugged at all times, which unfortunately is not what it is. We're still human. We've got to let it out.
It causes a lot of problems in relationships. Too.
Yeah, it does.
Well, can you ask the man a question?
You can.
Yeah,
That's no longer a rule. That's no longer a rule.
That's
not
not
a
off
rule
the
anymore.
table
Question you
anymore.
said.
You can ask.
What you just said?
As
I
far
just
as
lost my
what
question.
it causes, like with
It wasn't a
with
real question
society,
then.
with society pushing men to always be like strong and
Yeah.
you know provide this, that, and the third. You're not supposed to like cry all that. It kind of affects relationships, especially in our culture. I can't speak for anybody else's, but a lot of times it's like you get the nonchalant version of a male because I mean society pushes that upon us.
So you saying due to a black man cry, we're gonna be like he's a bitch.
Absolutely.
But if a white man cry, we're gonna say, oh, he's so soft. That's so sweet.
I didn't say that, but if that's the direction.
No,
you're
that's
going,
just the
I can't-
misogynistic
I had
era
my white man affair, you know.
of
so.
African Americans.
Yeah, but-
African American men have always been denigrated since the beginning of this country.
Yes.
So I would expect that, and we have to take that over.
What's your views on that?
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if I'm supposed to agree with y'all or not, but as
allowed
the
to.
mother of black men at this point, we always tell them, you know, when they fall down,
Get
when they're
on
young,
up,
it's
get
like,
up.
get up, don't cry, you know, fix your face, and, you know,
Yep.
all of that. So we teach them from a very, very young age not to cry and not to, you know, feel emotion and that kind of thing. And I can tell you, like, my oldest, he's 19, just left.
You ain't got no 19-year-old.
Girl, yeah, I did.
You
Black don't crack.
At all. I
Black
thought you was
don't
in your
crack.
20s.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Double that.
Kemosabe.
Right.
He
on,
actually
Melanie.
just left for the military on Monday. So
Yeah. National
Nice.
Guard, right?
Army
Yeah.
National Guard.
Salute him for his
And
service.
and so I noticed that because I didn't know better with him as he was growing up, and you know, kind of that, you know, just pull it together. And he's really sensitive, but he didn't know how to show it for a while, and that it manifested itself by him acting out.
Yep.
You know, and kind of raging and things like that. And then, you know, got him into martial arts. And so we kind of balanced that out. But we have to stop that.
We
You
do.
know, men and women, when we're raising these black boys, we have to stop telling them that they're not allowed to show their emotions, because then we end up with these men
That
who
anger
don't know how to
issues.
show
Yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very true.
Is that a point for us? I mean, what we doing?
No, we got good points.
I think it's
Okay.
no point.
That was- that was
that was,
true.
that was even on the board. It's okay. We can agree. We
voting.
can
You
agree.
know, last week, me and
Girl over there
Kareem.
ready to get some points and shit.
I'm
No,
just
they do the poll voting. You know, y'all kind of
Shit
Chanel
happens
lost
by
I mean,
last
this is
marriage.
week.
just the
Yeah.
first question, so you never know.
But that's
so.
one you couldn't really disagree with.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So they're saying y'all agree with us.
No, we just
Yeah,
said we
it
agree
is.
on that
It's cool.
question.
That's still 1 point for us.
Okay. Are women receptive or dismissive when men share slash express their emotions? So do
Nope,
women.
put your hand down.
Oh,
I don't know. That's my question. That's gonna be what I say. I don't know. Is it like the same question you just asked?
No.
No.
no, it's
Oh, I
it's a
wasn't
completely
listening.
different question.
I'm
What you got
gonna
on that one?
say.
Because I wasn't listening.
I'm
to
gonna
that
say
one.
it depends on if you're dealing with the woman or if you're dealing with the girl. And the reason I say that is because a woman will know how to handle a man and his emotions.
Talk that.
A girl is gonna, you know, downplay it, is gonna call him out of his name,
Come
you know,
on.
all of those kind of things. But a woman will embrace that, and if it's emotions that he doesn't really know how to deal with, she'll help him process through that.
You
So
better talk
I
that.
say it depends on if you're dealing with the woman or a girl.
Ooh, you gonna get you a husband today? Well, shit.
Well, damn.
Good.
Garry,
Right?
what you got?
What she said.
What you got?
I think it coincides with the conversation we just had, and what she's saying is so correct for those that are listening right now on Spotify. I mean, it is a very serious situation when you have a woman who can understand a man emotionally versus a girl, a young whatever, that's only looking at what society tells her or instructs her on how to respond to this man showing emotion. And hopefully you want to put yourself in a good position with somebody that can feel you and that can work through those things. Shit, life is real. Emotions are real. We all have it. We're human.
Yeah.
So we want to get through them together. And it feels great when you got somebody that's walking on side of you versus someone that's behind you or in front of you.
Very true.
And let me be clear, like when I say woman and girl, it has nothing to do with age. Because
Maturity.
it's
Right.
maturity. So it has
Absolutely.
nothing to do, with
So-
with age.
To go with all y'all, it actually helps your relationship if you don't become dismissive. But as somebody said, I can't really pay attention too much to it. It goes back with boys and men too, because you can't tell the difference if it's actually him being emotional or he's running game. So when we balancing these things, and you do have a guy, for example, who expresses his feelings, it's like, man, you just feel like you know how to say all the right things. It's like, nah, this is real shit. This is how I feel.
Literally.
Like, I'm not playing around. If I said you hurt my feelings, like, you hurt my feelings. Like, I didn't appreciate the way you talked to me. Or, you set boundaries in there where it's like, look, if we get into it and this is like still a part of being dismissive, the disrespect comes in heavy when we argue in our culture. Heavy. It's like, fuck you, this, that, and the third. And y'all yelling, and it's like, what we solving?
Come
we
on.
getting through this.
Talk
So
about it.
being my age now, maturing a lot more, you handle a lot of things with delicacy. And also when you are explaining things to your partner, you can't come off as you're belittling them. So once that person feels attacked or belittled, y'all no longer having a conversation. This is a fight at this point, because now you're defending yourself because your feelings are hurt. So yeah, that's that.
So like you said, so you agree with us.
No,
That's
y'all
a point
agree with
for
us.
us. No,
No,
that
y'all
one
agree.
that one was ours.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
No.
Moving on.
I don't
Next question.
Cool.
Oh.
You're feeling
Why do women attack men's egos when they are angry?
Why do women attack men's egos when the man or the woman, is angry?
Just, I guess when
That's
the
the
woman's
question.
angry.
When the woman's angry.
I'm not a woman.
Me personally, I don't
See what I'm
attack
saying?
no man
Okay.
ego.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's me personally. I
Yeah.
don't attack no man
Do you?
ego. I don't do it, so I can't even answer that question either because I don't do that.
She.
I don't attack no man ego because it's a
actually
man. If he a man, he shouldn't be attacked by his ego. Now, boy, is a different story. But
Can you explain that?
You tried that trick. That was the hat trick from the last question.
Can you please explain that? More detail, Chanel.
Expound, please.
first of all, I would never belittle or attack a man ego. For what? For what? To make myself look good? Nah. I mean, that's no relationship. You always got to pick, right? You picking on like Greg been doing all
Don't
just
ask us.
picking at me all damn night. No,
This is the ladies first.
I
Come on,
don't
Garry.
know personally because that's not something that I do.
exactly. Why?
However, my assumption would be
Oh,
she's probably reacting out of hurt or what she's seen growing up. A lot of times people respond in a way based on what they've seen in their household. So if that's what they saw their mom do to their dad or
Other way around,
what
maybe.
they've heard them say even in like the man's absence. That old sorry ass nigga, all of that. That's what they've learned is okay. And so I would say, that they're possibly reacting out of hurt or learned behavior.
No, you got this. You got it. Yeah.
tag team.
Because you're a G.
Okay.
You want me to go back?
Yeah, you're a team lead.
Leave that tea. When you're attacking a man's ego, as she said, you get upset and you want to call us sorry ass Negroes or hoe ass Negroes. All these negative things because you're upset or your feelings hurt. So what happened? Yeah. Oh, that too. As my boy Kareem said last night, it's a lot of fuckboys out here. So I understand it.
Yeah.
But I think what the question is implying is, I guess the way society puts it, I'm not a fan of love and hip hop. I feel like that's the best example to see how you kind of like destroy a man's ego. For example, I'm not a fan of the show again. It was an episode I seen. I don't
But
know
you
who I
watch?
watched.
Okay, continue.
Whatever.
Continue.
Wow.
Kirk Bike got ran over by his mother-in-law.
I remember that.
Remember that episode?
Mm-hmm.
At what point, like, and he's extremely calm, by the way, which at this point you know
You
is
saw that
is
one
bullshit.
episode? You didn't see the whole season, right? For that to happen.
Did you know why? Did you know why the
Don't-
bike got ran
The
over?
point is, the
DNA.
point is, because y'all almost like this close to catching the penalty by cutting me off. So that's fair warning.
Rule.
So yeah, it's just one of them things. Like, you have those episodes like Love and Hip Hop. It doesn't matter. You pick it where they put these men in certain positions where they really don't react. They never have a real reaction. You just sit there and you take whatever comes from it. It's like, oh, okay. And then it's like, what the fuck?
They signed that contract. You know
I
what I'm
ain't
saying? They're
selling
going
my
to take
soul for
whatever.
no buck. But
At all.
go ahead, G.
And you know, I fall in the realm of the table. Egos, you know, these are things that society has told us to build. You know, they're the mannequins for our personas, not really us, right? And for women who do attack a man's ego, it's probably worked in the past. So you're trying it now in the present to hopefully get a future return on something. And it's a tactic that shouldn't be used, but it often is, and I think it'll continue to be used as long as men continue to hold on to their egos as this thing that can be damaged.
True.
So as we learn to let go of our egos and say, okay, you can talk about X, Y, and Z, and that doesn't affect me because I'm speaking my I statements. I'm speaking from where I stand and what I feel. Then that shit becomes null and void. It's a moot situation.
Facts.
No printer.
But when Dale said when a female called the male hoe ass nigga and this and that and that, like
I believe the term is Negro.
Negro. Like come on, maintenance
Would you
guys
like
be
me to
saying
further
Negro.
explain it?
No, I'm not
Oh.
trying to say explain it. I'm just saying it's the woman being dumb. Cause you with this hoe ass nigga.
But is he, or are you just
I'm
saying
just
that
saying you
because,
with
okay,
this
look at it
dude.
like,
Why would you call a man
I'm okay.
a certain name and you with him?
Because you're emotional.
You're emotional.
You
And
don't
then
know how to
then you look
express
back,
your
'cause you
emotions.
know a lot of females
Okay, so
will put that on social media. I'm with this broke ass nigga, but people will look at her like, why
Well, you
with you?
with him.
Why you with him?
Yeah.
no, the thing. Okay, to answer that, it's not that he's actually a hoe ass.
I'm
nigga.
not saying that.
It's the fact that you trying to, you're in the middle of an argument. You trying to hit him where it hurt. If you emotional and we arguing, at that point, women literally are like, what can I say to like really dagger this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like,
I
and
never did
I've
that.
been in situations where I'll sit back and be like, fuck. I've been in situations where we get into this heated ass conversation, and you start using foul shit against me, and you saying all this foul shit. You know what really fucks up a man's ego is when you come up the next day and you act like the shit was never said.
Come on.
That's how you fuck up a man's ego. You
would
you
say
get
I
into
want-
these. I'm not saying you. We get into these heated arguments with the opposite sex and start saying all this foul shit against each other, and then the next day you want to act like you didn't say it. It doesn't work like that.
Little dick nigga, like that.
But
type of
why?
shit.
But why? And it's more so you losing the argument.
Come on.
That's really where it comes from. When you start losing an argument with your significant other, you literally like, how can I get this dub?
Yeah.
And it's not about fucking winning. It's about how in the hell can we resolve this issue that we have in at hand,
Yeah.
whether I'm in 100% wrong, whether you in the wrong, how do we come to a goddamn agreement so this can stop? Because
Yep.
I'm not going to let you sit here and disrespect me mentally, because now that's considered verbal abuse.
Yeah. You work as a team, kid.
Yeah.
It should be you against the problem,
I
not
agree.
you against each other. So all
Facts.
these you statements and shit, you're in the wrong direction if you're trying to actually bring something to fruition. It should be both of y'all I statements. I feel like this. I felt like that, and then y'all solve it together as a
So
team.
how do we get past this problem?
Come on, stop attacking
But
egos. You
that
got a
require-
big ego.
That requires people to be mature.
Ooh, you better
Absolutely.
speak that.
Yes.
No,
yes.
no.
Mature.
I totally
Yes.
agree with that.
Maturity,
But
what's
I'm
that?
saying,
Come
in
on.
a
Men
sense-
and women, not boys and
Yeah.
girls.
Get out these
In a
immature
sense,
ass
right?
relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get out these
Yes.
immature ass relationships.
Exactly.
Yes.
Come on.
We
2
go.
points. 2 points. Let's keep it rolling.
What?
I'm just saying. We just keeping count.
There are no points right now.
No, actually 0 for 0, bro. We keep agreeing. Which
Okay.
means we sit
Okay.
at the table with some mature women.
Yeah,
Right.
I like
hey,
that
hey.
shit.
What pressures do you think are placed on your gender that the opposite sex is unaware of?
You want to?
Take
Oh,
this
I got
one.
one. I
I
got
want to
one.
piggyback on
I got a
somebody.
quick
I got a question on top of that question.
Yeah.
You want to start because it's like a
Now I got
piggyback
a
on
question for the women. With that being asked, is the society pressure of your gender?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't feel like there's a lot of pressure when it comes to like what a woman is?
Yeah,
Visually?
absolutely.
Like me, and I don't know if my brother agrees with me. If he does, he'll nod his head when I say this. With all the things that go on with social media and celebrities, and this is what a woman is, this is what a woman's supposed to look like. You're supposed to have a big ass, titties, all these other things, to the point where me personally, as a male, if I'm out here looking for a woman to be with, it's like, okay, after you give me the ass, what do you bring to the table?
Right.
Where's your personality? Where's your intelligence? Where's your integrity?
Come on.
I mean, you gonna boss up? What we doing? We making money together? We finna build a company together? What's happening? Like, I feel like for the women out there, I think society might have a lot of pressure on you guys more than us, depending on when it comes to physical looks. I feel like you guys have the huger pressure pushed against you.
Yes, I
I
do
completely
agree.
agree with that.
No points.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I'm gonna add this. This wasn't really the question, but I'm gonna say this
Go
anyway.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I just like what bothers me to
Yes.
my soul,
Grind your gears.
grinds
my
my
God,
gears,
Yes.
is and I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
People will have this list of, I want him or her to be this, and this.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And they're not even a quarter of what's on that list.
Come on.
Right.
And it's like, you have to think about, what are you bringing to the table?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to ask anybody to bring anything to the table that I'm not bringing. But everybody doesn't think that way.
Nope.
And I have dealt with people that it's like, I want her to be beautiful. I want her to be smart. I want her to have her own money. I want her to have this and
But
this
he look
and
like
this.
Biggie.
Look like who?
Wait a minute.
You want to, but Biggie had a lot of money though.
But I'm saying, look like, I ain't
One more
say- I
chance.
ain't say
Look like
ass.
First of all, Biggie
But-
was like black, ugly, and however he stayed coochie down to the socks.
But it's like you want a 10, but you're a 4.
In what
Like,
category?
what do
Social
we
media
do?
is
I'm
feeding
just
on
talking
that.
about overall.
After
I'm
you
I'm
get
just
your
talking about
physical-
overall.
Come on. I mean,
Then
it just
Yes.
depends.
So-
No,
Social
I'm
media
talking
is
about
feeding us like
overall. Like
Men
you-
and women.
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead.
No, go
What you about
ahead.
to say?
Please.
No.
Oh, it
Please
sound like
continue.
you're about to say
Oh, no,
I
no.
know.
Get them off. Get it off.
But no, that is a big issue for me because I know what I bring to the table. And then what I have personally dealt with, because I'm not generalizing, what I have personally dealt with is get into situations with these people and then their egos are hurt because maybe I'm more educated or maybe I make more money or maybe and not because, I was all of this and had all of this and acted this way when you met me. So what's the problem now?
Insecurities.
Insecure
Man, y'all should
men.
go to
Oh my
YouTube and
God.
catch that episode.
Yeah.
That is like the
Yo.
worst thing.
Yep. It's
Why?
real rap.
I'm making my own question. Why is that?
What?
That's
Right.
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 I'm asking
What I
y'all.
gotta say is
Go ahead.
I'm
now
sure that's one of them that's
today
in there.
life is about likes.
Yeah.
So they gotta make sure they look a certain way. They might be drawing a hoopty, but they want to show social media a different story.
Facts.
So people on social media gonna be looking at that like, I want that. So they not knowing they background story, they just gonna try to work hard and everything to look like that person. Not knowing half of these girls got sugar daddies and stuff. Not knowing they laying up with a white old man for the first,
For the first and 15.
Yes.
Come on.
So
Tripping.
to look good on social media.
Yeah.
So that's why I say life is always about likes.
Life's about the
It
life.
is now.
Yes.
That's
it's
why.
all
That's
about
why I
that.
said it the way I said it. I mean,
Yeah.
for men, it's we so
Y'all like
we don't
that
give a
too.
fuck. We
No,
don't give a
no,
fuck.
a lot of men do want the flashing the chain and the money and throwing and make sure they look good.
So-
Not
well, that's-
knowing they throwing their child support money.
That's
on stage.
generalizing, which I think is a
Oh, that-
flag.
But you did
That's
say
a flag.
I think that's.
I didn't flag
I
it.
think that's
I
a.
didn't call it
I think
flag.
that's a flag.
That's not on me.
All
Mish,
right.
can you
That
read
is
the
not on
question
me.
one more time?
That
I just want to make sure. I don't want to derail us
What
too far.
pressure? It says,
But do
what
you say a
pressures
lot
do
of
you
women
think are
say
placed
that?
on your gender?
Okay.
that opposite sex
No,
is unaware
that's
of.
not
You know what's funny? I think that
That's not generalizing. Chanel.
I think that there's a.
But did you say a lot of women?
I didn't say all women.
You trying to bring
I
it
didn't
back?
say
Like
women.
you trying to count books on the back end? You
Hey.
too late,
All right,
kid.
y'all.
That
Hey,
hand is over.
Excuse me.
I'm just gonna turn halfway.
Turn halfway.
I don't want
I just want to see.
Turn
I want to see.
halfway.
Side
Turn
view.
halfway.
We'll talk to you
turn
when you
halfway,
come back.
turn
We'll talk
halfway.
to you when you come back.
But-
That way.
Next question.
You know what's funny? What I will say is, as we wrap up this last question, men. I think
Stretch
there's
it out a little
I think
bit 'cause
women
she haven't
don't
turned her chair.
realize not stress, but the level of intensity it is for a man to perform sexually. It comes across as very important to a woman. So as we enter the
Because it
bedroom,
is.
we're like, shit, we blow the brakes off this lady one time, and
you
just to
should.
set the precedence. There's a damn show heavy pressure for us as men to make sure that we can come across as financially solvent.
Fact.
And last but not least, there's pressure for us to have this level of what the young kids would call swag or charisma, as the mature people would call it, at all ways, shapes, forms, and fashions of our likelihood. So those are three things I see that we're pressured on by the opposite sex that you all may not necessarily be aware of.
That's it for the men. Ta-da. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me get back in this.
Mm.
Oh.
Just
A
so
hearty
you know,
haw haw.
for the record, if you get penalized, you're supposed to turn your chair around.
I'ma
You
turn my
never
chair
want to sit there and do the rules.
I'm not gonna
You
pay
gotta
for
sit
a
there and
mic.
turn halfway
I'm not
around.
gonna pay for a mic
She
tonight.
said she ain't gonna pay.
You just gotta go. You gotta back
me.
all the way up and go that way.
I'm not gonna pay for no mic.
That way.
Shoot.
Shout out to D Kills talking about good penis. See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Excuse?
Good
tastes better.
DK Will talking about good penis. See,
Ah.
I'm just saying.
Wiggins, where you at?
It is.
So
I don't
this
care
one-
about the size, as long as you know how to work
It
the
is a
thing.
benefit.
Mhm. She said there's a benefit.
It is a
What?
benefit.
Dang.
Well, that's what she said. She said there is a benefit.
No.
So
Oh, it's
this
supposed
one,
to have that hammer
right?
now. Don't
Oh.
Nah, I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, don't give me that bullshit.
Some man-
Talking about, if you come up short, you get this motherfucker, man.
Nah, they say it's all
Shit.
about the performance and not about the size. 'Cause you can have a big thing, you don't know how to work the
Your
thing.
co-host over there
Facts.
looking.
No,
no.
facts.
Are you sure? Okay.
You can have
But
a
she
small
getting
one
nervous
and
like,
then
well, I'm
come
not
like
real
10
sure.
times in a row.
Yes.
Huh? I hear you.
I said you can have a big one and don't know how to use it. You can have a small one and make them come like 10 times in a row because you know how to work the thing. You know how to hit that spot.
I wouldn't know.
That's how you denote it. That spot.
Next question.
It's curved.
All right.
Yeah,
So this one.
Curved.
So this one is for the men.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
I'm on her mic.
Why, in a professional setting, do some men struggle with a female superior?
Y'all got that one.
Easy peasy. That's easy. Shit, yeah. We're not taught to be subservient to women. We're taught to lead. Society says you're the man should be in charge. So when we walk into a situation and a woman's leading, it throws us off because it totally goes against what society says is supposed to be the right thing, which is inherently incorrect, right? Anybody should be able to lead as long as you're built and cut from the proper cloth to lead. Shit. But that's not what society tells us, so it throws us off at first.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. This shit simple and sweet. Come on. Point.
I agree.
Point now. Dropping points.
Agree too?
I agree.
Hey, sometimes that's why he here with that. I don't have to say nothing. I can literally back off the mic. Gary gonna kill it tonight.
I'm just here. I'm just here having
Drop
fun.
them gems.
Just being a little vivid with my vibe.
Facts.
Ooh.
Come on. Come on,
And then
plug.
add a little boom bap to that.
Right? Just a little bit.
See,
Little,
Just a little something,
Little
something.
shum.
little stardust mask.
Yeah.
Little the sphere.
Woof, woof.
All right. Next question. Is having a work spouse / work husband, wife disrespectful to your actual spouse?
Yes. I don't want to hear my girl talking about I was on lunch with my work husband, boyfriend, little friend, half a friend, between a friend. It is a friend. Fuck no. Unless both y'all want to die. No. The answer is no. Hey, you can't have no work shit. You just go to work, bring your ass home. That's it. Who gonna argue that? Let's fight. Anybody one-on-one, right? What?
No,
What?
no work boo,
No
work
work
babe.
shit. You got a coworker? Take you bring your ass home.
I have a coworker. Well, I had a coworker
I ain't
because
none of
I
that
moved
shit
to a
over
new
here.
property. But I got a promotion. Whoop whoop. But
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
but but I had this coworker always said Legend was his baby. He would tell all the residents, "Hey, Legend my baby, Legend my baby." He even told KD, "Legend my baby."
That's how mess get started.
Disrespect.
Is Legend
know-
his baby?
Hell no, well he is a little light.
You know that melanin real.
But you know,
what the
my man
fuck?
would just laugh it off and just brush it off.
Fuck is going
You know.
What's his name?
Oh,
You gonna put him on
What's
blast?
his- Yeah,
Don't do
fuck
that.
that.
Don't
You know
do
what's
it.
so funny? He always say
What?
Legend Leo. You know Lee, the L-E. He messed
Nah,
up.
what's his name? Who
Don't
did
do
this?
it.
I'm just curious. Who
Who?
claiming legend?
Reconsider.
Who claiming legend? I'm just curious.
Right now, who coming legend is Kirk Dante James.
No, I want
Kirk
the
Dante
the
James.
fake motherfucker. He said what?
Don't
Ain't none of
do
that
it.
shit over here. None of
I
that.
love you, Leo. I'm gonna get that camera.
Dale said, "Not while I'm right here." Ain't
But I mean, so it's okay for you to go on lunch with your female coworkers.
I don't do that. I work with nothing but men.
But I'm just saying,
You always
if
laugh at me with story time. I tell you, went to Memphis, no bullshit.
oh Lord,
And
give
they-
me a pillow.
Real quick, went to Memphis and they added a chick to our crew. I told them immediately I would rather stay in another hotel than get my ass in trouble. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yo.
I'm not doing it.
Mm.
And then we got to the hotel. They were like, "It's 6 of us, so we normally split rooms." I was like, "Shit, it's 2 options, bro. We 3 of us in one room, and hey, however y'all figured out, Del P won't be in the room with her.
Yeah.
Nope. It's
Check.
Then I'm going home.
Yeah.
You got me fucked
Been
up.
there,
You
done
won't
that.
go
Could write
to
a
a
book.
lunch
None of that
with your
smoke.
male. What happened? It's just like you and a group of people.
No. My answer is no.
No, I'm saying like a group of people, like how we all
No.
go out to. You my coworker,
No.
so we go out to lunch.
Yeah. No.
Yes, we do.
When?
I mean, we go out to eat after
When?
this sometimes.
Huh? As a group. Like,
It's a group.
That's
That's
what
what
she
I mean.
said.
yeah, but
all
I
of
don't.
us.
Chanel's not my like co-host wife. There's none of that shit going on. Okay.
But I'm not
No.
saying co-host wife.
Chanel's
I'm
my
not,
little
I'm saying
sister.
like
but
work
that was
wife.
the question. That was
The-
the
You're
work
not.
wife, work
You're not
husband.
work. You're my sister. You're my work sister, and you're my
But-
sister outside this motherfucker.
But what
There's
happened?
no work. No.
Y'all all work.
Not for DLP. No.
It's
I
just
have
the
no work.
term.
Nothing.
Yeah, the term messing
the
up.
term, no, absolutely
I
not.
won't say
That's
he my
completely
boo.
disrespectful.
I don't have
Well,
a
he
work
do call me
nothing.
boo, so I can't say.
Yeah.
I have a work nothing. No.
Yeah.
I know.
He do call. Hey, boo.
I ain't
Yeah.
got that
Hey,
either.
babe.
Yo.
No, I got a
He's
work
like,
BFF.
nah.
He'll
None of
do.
that.
Close
Heavy.
thing he got is dreads. They make him a girl. Fuck it.
Heavy.
None of that.
No
Yeah,
bro.
You
man.
can't come sit in my car for lunch.
He said, "Bro, man."
You can't talk to me on lunch. You no.
No.
This girl was like, "You want me to go get your Sprite?" No, I
No.
go get it my goddamn self. I don't
But
want
why
no
was she
smoke.
Don't
just
pass
being
me no
nice?
I don't
stapler.
give a shit. You can't help me with supplies.
I'll get the copy
You won't-
myself.
you
I'll get
can't
the copy
come to me at the
myself.
job like, "You want me to help you carry that?" Nah, man, it's like 9 goddamn dudes out here. I don't want you to help me with shit. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I don't want no
Real
help.
I agree
rap.
because my man was going
I
out
have a work
with another-
nothing.
with another woman.
Nothing.
Dale's like, "I need you to be clear.
I'm being
I have a
100%.
work
I have a work
nothing."
nothing. Like nothing. It's a coworker, and then it stops there. It's a dude. In
I
my eyes,
agree.
she's a dude. Okay.
I
She has-
agree.
she's
So
a
what
dude.
happened? She's a dyke. She okay?
She an extra dude. Fuck that.
Wow.
Hey, like,
But a bro, man.
What's up, fam? Shit, what's
Was good.
going on, Slime? Like,
And she smacked that ass. What's
Nah,
up,
ain't none of
bro?
that.
No,
Nope.
no. She taking all the
He said,
38s
no,
out
no,
the
no,
goddamn
no.
department store. I ain't got jeans to
tell
wear.
y'all.
Next question.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
get the
yeah.
fuck off of this.
Next one.
Dale wants nothing. I'm serious. That
Damn, we get it now.
Right.
He sound like
Please
he's an
don't get in
abused
trouble.
man. Like,
No.
what's going on?
I know, right?
Real life.
Calm down. What's really going on, bro?
She done-
I don't want to die. Y'all got me fucked up. Okay.
Been
Time
there.
out. Do we have to talk?
Nah. Next question. Shit.
Which
that's funny.
gender is more prideful, men or women?
What that mean?
Men,
Some.
Excuse me?
in
Some-
general,
Can you please explain that?
I can definitely explain it, sir.
Round.
Oh, please bring this smoke.
No, but I mean,
No,
it's
it's
just an
proper.
honest answer. Because y'all are raised to be that way in general. You know, like we talked about with the emotions and different things like that. Y'all are supposed to be proud. Y'all are supposed to, you know, walk with your heads up and,
Men
you know,
of the
that kind of
house,
thing. I
head
think
of house and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They was taught that way. Like
Right.
you
Yeah.
you provide for your family.
now I
Don't
do
ask for
think
anything. You provide. You work. You
Facts.
do this. You do that.
Facts.
Yeah, I do think that some men take it too far and won't ask for help when they need it. But I do believe that men are more prideful because they're supposed to be. The end.
Facts.
Oh, thank you. Next question.
Facts.
Period.
We would like to go with the word facts. Next question, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Put my pride to the side.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, good point. Good point.
High five from across the table.
I don't mind losing that one.
Why is it acceptable for men to be promiscuous but not acceptable for women?
Hey.
I'm ready for this one. You got your drink.
Hey.
Bartender. Bartender.
We're
No, you
listening.
not taking that?
Hell no.
We're listening.
Gary, go.
I'll take it. Fuck it. So here's the
Here we go.
hook.
He's spitting some knowledge.
No knowledge. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet, right?
I like short and sweet.
Men were raised to be hunters and gatherers, or hunters rather, and society tells women to be gatherers, to accept and don't be concerned about anything else but what the man provides you. And unfortunately, that opens up the door for a lot of promiscuous behavior, for men to constantly, search after what society says is beautiful, to constantly be attracted by women who are competing with themselves, not even competing for a man's attention, but competing against other women. And we're just on the sideline enjoying the show, eating fucking popcorn. So we're following these short skirts. We're following these leggings. We're following this matte lip. We're following this natural hair. We're following all these things that women put out, and we're holding on tight to it. And unfortunately, society says it's okay to have a little something on the side. It's okay to have a little dessert with your main course. Society tells us that, and unfortunately, it's a bad thing. And some
what
shit
I'm
that we
talking
have to
about.
deal with internally as men to say, you know what, I want that right thing, I want that good thing, and I don't want to jeopardize it. But hey, shit happens each and every day.
Okay, so one, I have to say I agree.
We agree.
But
Yeah,
I also want to add,
we agreed.
I
Look, we
said
agree.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
But I also want to add, and I know some of my, that's my arm.
Continue. Ain't nothing.
That some of my sisters out there might, hurt me a little bit, but I'm going to say it. I also feel like some of that issue is the fault of some of my sisters. Because some of us just
Whew, that's
give
side
it out
chick
a little bit
university.
too easy.
Y'all accepted all applications.
And when there are some of us that come with, values, morals, boundaries, then, dude is like, I can go
Shit.
over here and I can get what
Fast
I
food.
want and be done. Or I can go over here and have to work a little bit.
Gourmet curse.
I'm a go.
Fast food.
But sometimes what they do though is they'll take this one off the shelf. It's kind of like being at a grocery store, right? Where it's like, I'm gonna put this in my basket and I'm gonna hold on to it. Not really sure if I want it, but I'm gonna walk around the store with it in my
Exactly.
basket and decide if I want to buy it or not, just so nobody else can get it.
Yeah, we do that shit.
They do that all the time.
We try before we buy.
And it's like, but you over here doing whatever you doing, but you got homegirl in the basket deciding if you want to buy or not.
Limbo.
Put her back on the shelf
Come on.
and save her for somebody that's going to buy. Can you do that, please?
And we want the milk for free.
Put your hand down. Next question.
So, anyway, so I need some of my sisters to get it together and stop
Yeah.
making it so easy.
Yeah, Christina says you're
Yes.
preaching facts. Over
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
With
ma'am.
fire.
To answer Sania's question,
Dylon.
but it's right on point. No, Okay. It's not a question. She made a comment. No. I was told I'll answer it on the after show.
Yeah, we'll answer
So
all
I have
questions on the
nothing.
after show.
Next question.
Nothing.
I got you, Sunil. I'll answer that later. Get that.
You want
Oh.
to disappear on my camera?
Which gender is more clingy?
Clingy.
Clingy. Clingy.
Both.
I agree with Dale. Both.
I will. I'm gonna tell you
Cause
why.
once you put it on them,
Mm.
you never.
Yeah, once you put-
Once you put it down.
Sometimes people don't know when to let go. Okay,
Mm.
and this is the definition of clingy. If I say I do not want to deal with you anymore, then at this point you should go away. And then we tend to have these things where, now don't get me wrong. Sometimes like I'll bullshit this. I was just joking, somewhat. Clingy, I don't like the word or what comes with it because sometimes that other person might actually really give a fuck about you, which is causing them to be attached to you so hard and so tough. And then with you not being attached to them, in your mind, it's like, man, you holding on to this, that, and the third,
Come
but
on.
the person really just gives a fuck about you in all actuality. But that comes with what you said earlier. As men, some of us tend to put things in a grocery basket we don't fucking need, and then, you know, you get the check out, be like, I don't need that shit. I got it.
We good. I
Best
found
analogy
a
can
better
use-
version.
You know what you use? Taking the grapes. That's the best analogy you got right there. You know how you go in a grocery store, take the grape, never buy the bag.
But you eat on it.
That's
All the way
that's
through.
that
Until
is
you
our.
amp-
Oh, dirty
I would
grapes.
take that.
Oh, dirty,
That is-
nasty grapes.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's why I use the
A
grape.
lot of people
We
do
ain't
it.
wash
We
or
ain't wash the
nothing.
grape off. We ain't analyze the grape. We ain't
Nope.
look at the
But a
grape.
lot of
We
people
squeeze the
do
grape.
it.
You know,
Say,
consume
man,
the shit
let
out
me
that
get
grape.
this.
Right?
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
knowing
Grape,
how many
grape,
other people
grape,
can
grape,
do
grape.
Right.
that
I don't know
grape.
if somebody put that motherfucker back. This shit.
But seedless
Then they were
too.
gonna put it
Yeah,
back.
we good.
Know, look, someone put it in the other, oh, that's nasty. Put it back in the thing.
Don't even
Just
know it.
saying.
Don't
even
know it.
Yeah.
That slobber good.
My mama.
Slobber good.
But no, we do that, man. And,
Yeah.
and I am a forefront guy to say we are assholes for that. We are. I'm an asshole.
I agree.
I've done it. We are. It's selfish.
Let it go.
As my brother Kareem said last week, it's fucking selfish. And I'm a victim to it too. It's not giving a pass, but it does go. It goes both ways. Because a lot of times it really comes from what the other person allows.
Absolutely.
Like if I come to you and I tell you, man, I got a wife, I got kids, I got this house, I got all this shit going.
But we fucking.
And then the woman like, I don't give a
And?
fuck about none of that shit.
As long as you
still
give me
get
that
this.
good.
And I'm like, so the dude over there like, well,
shit.
wait, so you cool with this?
I
Like
saw-
I can hit you, and I go home to the family, and we good?
No clinging
No nothing, no
Trophy.
attachment.
until
So-
you actually put it down on her.
No, it ain't even got nothing to do. Put
She
down
knocking at the door and
I
saying,
feel that
"I'm that
for
wife
you
now."
dumbass dudes. Let me help you out. If you
Real
guys,
Come on.
rap.
If you
Say it.
dumbasses,
Yo, you gotta go
Yes.
3/4 power
I'm-
to
Yes.
ensure
So
that that
real
shit
right
don't
now.
happen.
Exactly.
you dumbass niggas
Take it to the
are
house.
gonna decide to fuck over your girl. Do not treat this side. Ooh,
Chick.
I don't use this word.
You don't even have to.
Do not use the side chick
Oh,
or that word.
I use it for you.
We're not going to put her on the same level
That
as your
pedestal.
woman. If this is your woman is on a pedestal, meaning there's no other woman that is going to reach that. And if she does, that's your
Does.
fault.
Yep.
So as men, what we tend to do is sway emotions because women are emotional. We will sway the side chick emotions, tell you what you need to hear, give you what you want, just to keep you happy. But in a sense, it's like neither one of y'all are happy because you over here cheating on your wife and she just accepting whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like whatever you want to call him. It's kind of like one of those things like, oh, I'm having problems with my wife, man. I'm finna go lay up with this shit.
Yep.
Instead of fixing the situation. So when you have the opposite, and men do it too. I don't have no friends that do that shit. I literally I'm cutting all you motherfuckers off. If I gotta get my shit together, I do not need friends like that.
What do you call those if it's a man? A side
Dude.
He-
A hoe ass nigga.
Side dude.
You a whole ass nigga.
Side beef.
Side dude.
I got a
Side
question.
beef.
Side of beef.
Side
funny
meat.
shit.
Side beef.
Side meat.
What up, sis?
I got a question. You said, you having problems with your wife and you go and mess around with another woman. So y'all just cheat I'm not gonna say y'all.
It's not cheating. if you
Some
cheat.
men would cheat just to cheat, but some women would cheat due to emotionally, right? Am I right or
I'm not a
wrong?
fan of that. I can't agree with
I
that.
think both
think
men
there's
and
some
women
of
cheat for
everything.
the same
Emotion.
reason.
Yeah.
Same
Fuck
reason.
that.
Across
Yeah.
the board.
Something
Because
mentally,
last week when we was
something
talking about
Right, we did.
cheating,
I didn't get to
we
say
said,
nothing.
All
we
kind of
said
shit.
emotionally for women.
I put it to you like this, and we totally off the topic, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
Misha bring us
If
back.
you guys
I
want to,
will.
she will. If you guys want to go check out the cheating aspect, go watch that shit last week. So it's a selfish decision,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and there's no fucking excuse for it.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And this is me owning up to all the times that I've ever cheated, whatever
Mhm.
fuck I did wrong.
Same
Last
here.
week.
It was a selfish
I'm joking.
fucking
I'm
move. It was selfish. There's no fucking excuse. If I felt neglected, I felt harmed, I felt insecure, whatever the fuck it was, the conversation should have been had. We should have did it as a whole. It's a fucking selfish move. You're a whole ass nigga, you're a whole ass female for it. I don't give a shit. It's unacceptable. Period. Talk to your partner, figure it out. If y'all can't figure it out, separate, go somewhere else. Stop fucking each other over.
I agree.
Next fucking topic.
There you
All
go.
right,
Moving
next
on.
I
question.
agree. Why you keep saying all this shit?
Because it look like it's a man question.
No. Who should pay for dates?
Both.
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 Next.
I agree.
Next
Because I'm like
This
this.
not
If
1950
if I
no
pay
more.
for the date, it's a fun game to me, actually. Get competitive with your partner. If y'all do date, like if she pay for the date, this one, and she take you to wherever, let's say Olive Garden, wherever the fuck y'all go, right? Match that shit.
Olive Garden.
No, what? That's like Red Lobster. What? We don't do that.
I forgot what time it is. My bad. If I didn't take you to True Lux, I gotta take you to
Steak
True Lux
48.
or Steak 48.
Okay.
You know, or you match that shit.
McDonald's.
I take my
if we
son
both
to Olive
agree-
Garden.
it's sweet shit you can do. man.
McDonald's.
No, I agree, but
It's both.
and I would look at it from the perspective of when you first meet somebody,
Okay,
because
that's
that's
what I was about to
really
say.
But
where,
that's
right.
where it gets interesting. When you first meet somebody, who's responsible for paying?
Right.
My question
The
is,
man.
how will you feel?
Who
You
invited?
said, man, how will you feel if you take a woman out on a date and you ready to put out your credit card, but she put out hers and be like, oh no, I got it. How will you feel for
I
the
got
first
her.
date?
I got her. Girl, I got you on the next date.
let me-
I'ma match your shit.
Because some
You
people be
understand
like,
me?
dang, you trying to say I can't pay for the shit.
Absolutely.
So that's
No.
That's that
insecurity.
ego
That's
thing.
insecurity.
You know?
Security.
But what I'm probably gonna say is, I appreciate your love. Let me catch the tip first and foremost. But I'm gonna wonder if I'm the person who set up the date. Then I feel like I should pay.
I feel
If
like
she's
whoever
she
sets it
invited
up
me
pays
out,
for it.
that's how my father raised me.
Okay.
Right.
I agree. So
Yeah.
whatever you did set up the date, but she still paid for it.
And I can't persuade her not to, then I'm damn sure gonna cash the tip, and then I'm gonna go above and beyond on the next opportunity.
Cool.
That's why I said you
Right.
match that effort.
Yeah.
If we get to this wherever spot we at, I'll be like, all right, I got it. Hey, just drop the tip. I got it. Hey, that's what he said.
Well,
That-
she be like,
that's-
I ain't
I know,
got
I
the tip.
usually
How you
from-
going to agree
Come on,
for
you got
me
the
a
tip
tip?
if we went on a date. You ain't gonna go on a date.
No,
bro.
I'm just saying, how you just going to say you got the tip? I ain't got no,
No,
money.
it's not.
You took me on
It's
a date.
not. Hey, it's listen.
You did say, yeah, you
listen,
dropped the tip.
Listen, what I'm about to listen to what I said.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna pay for it. If you got the tip, pay for the tip. Drop the
you
tip on
changed.
it.
Okay, cool.
I know
It's
what
the
I
same
usually
shit.
do is like, let's say you pay for, let's say you pay for dinner, I might pay for the movie. Like if we go to the movie, like sometimes I do that, and then we
Yeah,
vice
you can
versa,
split a
same
date
thing.
depending on how the day go. But if you go to a fucking movie tavern and you just pay for all of it, there's no point being like, I got the food, you get the ticket. Nah, it's all in one. What are we doing? Like,
We gonna split the ticket?
yeah,
Split the
like
movie?
it's pointless. No, I just feel like when it comes to this dating thing, I think now
Netflix and
it's whoever
chill.
it's whoever. Nah, Hulu and
Ain't nothing chill about Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ain't
that's-
shit chilling about
Netflix
Netflix.
gets
you
That
killed.
Jill
Baby
Scott.
legend.
She got a 19-year-old.
Hey, baby
Jill
legend.
Scott. The
Netflix
fuck?
gets
About
you in
Netflix.
trouble.
Nah, but
That's what got me in
it's
trouble.
All bullshit
Baby
to the
legend.
side. Like it's both. I feel like that's a term of. I think dates now, or they always should have been, a term of appreciation. This is my way of taking you out, show you appreciation.
You gonna bring flowers?
I think I can. Depends
Some people
on.
don't do it no more. Don't bring flowers, open your
Well,
door
the
and
problem
shit, but they
the
want you to
problem
pay
with
for
flowers
tip.
is when you got flowers, society has caused it to look like I'm sorry.
And
No,
they
I'm just saying for the
die.
first date.
Apologetic.
No, but not for first.
And
I'm gonna
they
tell
die.
First
you.
day,
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
tell
want to
you.
bring flowers. Hey, open
me,
the door.
Me.
Hey, how you doing?
Me.
I might want a 1950.
If I'm gonna
dude,
take you on a
maybe.
first date, I'm gonna always do something to where I'm like, I'm gonna top this next date. If this shit go right,
Did you take me to
Top
Beyonce
man.
concert?
nah, we ain't there.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no girl
If I
going
take
on no
you to Beyonce,
Beyonce
we
concert
go
on my
together.
accord.
Right.
Beyonce,
together.
we
We
can
engaged,
YouTube
we
the
married.
shit out of her.
Married
We
now.
married.
We can do
Now.
that on no
Yes.
I feel like people don't date anymore.
I
bullshit.
No court.
Don't
no
say
court.
people.
Yeah.
They online relationships.
Oz dates. Oz goes on dates.
I
In
fuck.
general.
Dates.
Oz dates.
Well, now.
Okay.
Next question.
I like
Tell
to
us how
date.
you
I
really
like to
feel,
date.
right?
That's what I do. I don't give a fuck about a date. Fuck me.
Next question.
I like dates.
She likes it. Fuck dates.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
Taking me on a date.
Oh, I don't want to go on a
Do you
date.
even know what date stand for? Dick at the end of the night. Next question.
Hold on, night with an E.
Dating.
Date.
Dating.
Dick
Dating.
at the end
Of
of
the night.
I never had that.
Dating.
Just
Dating.
stop.
No.
So then it would be dick
Dating.
at the end.
Listen.
Yeah.
Dating.
So
Dick
you-
at the
I get to that
end.
later.
Of
No.
night was in parentheses.
It's
understood.
It's implied. It's implied at night. It's implied.
You never add
It's
that.
implied.
Any analogy, whatever the fuck you call it, it's in, man.
It's a,
I'll explain it
date
later for
wrong.
you
it was
motherfuckers
a, it was a
that
haiku. It was on the next slide.
Oh, thank you. She saved your ass. Continue.
Oh, okay. So, will women wearing less revealing clothes stop sexual harassment?
No.
Wait, what? Say this shit
Fuck
again.
Yeah,
no.
I know.
That's messed up. Who put that question in there? We're going to get
Will-
sued.
Will
No,
women
period.
wearing less revealing clothes stop sexual harassment?
No, period.
It won't, but
That's
I
the
will
end
treat
of
you
that.
a certain in a way.
What you mean? Like, if she
Stereotypes
wearing
are
less,
real.
if she wearing less clothes, she gonna say somebody sexual harassing her? That what you trying to say?
No.
Or
Will
she
it
not
stop
gonna?
people from sexually harassing her?
You know when you
No.
put on like the
If women
slut
wear
walk
more
to
clothes.
say, you know,
No.
and to
Will it
bring
hang? Girl,
Girl,
awareness.
you look good. Hey, you look good.
No, that's not gonna stop.
You saw
it.
that video with the girl was on the train. She was wearing like tight clothes, and that man smacked her ass.
I saw that video.
And then she
I
started
seen
slapping
it, but I
him.
wasn't
She
sure
started
what the
slapping
fuck
the
was
shit
going
out. Oh,
on.
let me use his hand. Started slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like, how would y'all feel about that? Like, what do you think? Like, she's supposed to slap the man, or she?
If you're
deserves
my
to slap
girl,
the
as
ass?
soon as you walk out that door, I'm gonna slap your ass every chance I get. You about to get out
But
the
you
car.
letting your
It's
girlfriend
my
look
girl.
like that
Right.
I saw that.
outside in
Absolutely not.
public?
Oh, no.
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
Dale, don't play that shit. No.
But you
gonna
saying-
cover the fuck up.
No, I'm just saying.
'Cause I
Cause she
don't-
was
I don't-
wearing like a cat
Here's the thing.
suit or some
No,
shit.
no. Here's
Yeah.
the thing. Cause you made this face. Let me explain it.
Yeah, cause you messed up on that
I ain't
one.
messing up shit. I'm me. So again, I feel like if you're going to show revealing and you're in a relationship, then you show that for your man. If you're going to reveal something, if you single, by any means, reveal it whatever you want. But if you're in a relationship, respectably, you're going to cover up. Period. Not completely.
Can I
I
ask
feel
a
like
question real
you can be a
quick?
conservative sexy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wear the skimpy dress with
Yo.
your titties out. Like
Some-
you don't have to do that.
Some of the
Okay.
most gorgeous
I'm
women,
making sure. I'm
conservatively
raising my
sexy.
own.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong.
Holy
For
shit.
example, what both y'all have on, that's considered conservatively sexy. You still can show
Sexual
the little
harassment.
figure or whatever. the
Stop
case
it.
may be. Trust me.
That's funny.
She
Stevie
finally
Wonder, if I
agreed.
was Stevie Wonder, it wouldn't reach that way. So,
I ain't got nothing to do with
Fuck
that.
you. But listen,
the fuck.
question. You say you want to let your woman dress like that, but some man would like pictures like that. What's the difference?
Like lingerie pictures?
No,
It's
like
personal.
That's a
That's a
that's a
personal-
It's
personal
personal.
thing.
When
it's
you
like
send me that photo, that's
That's
an
no,
personal.
no,
intimate situation.
I'm saying like on social media, all that stuff. So you were
Oh,
like,
It's
no.
not, because
women,
it's
Let
not
me-
your woman.
let me
That's
say
why.
this.
but they don't get
Let
it.
me say this.
So that's what you like,
But
but
I'm
that's
glad.
not what you want.
I'm glad you said that.
Oh, okay, I see
Is
what
it-
you're, I see what
I
you're saying now.
am not a fucking fan of this shit some women out here do on Instagram.
Let me follow you on Instagram.
Well,
Let me
y'all
see if
sit
you like
here.
pictures like
You're a
that real
damn
quick.
lie. Del P don't like no picture with no chick showing her legs in the tub.
Yeah, me neither.
And 9 times out of 10, she got a man any fucking way. So there's
Mm.
no reason. You gonna take a bubble bath and you gonna take a picture or you gonna Snapchat that shit.
Sometimes they
I'ma
man
light
doing
your-
it for
I
them.
will light your ass up. I
Yeah.
swear to you, I will light you up. What the fuck do the world need to know you in the tough for? You send me that shit.
Mm.
We gonna play that game. You send me that shit.
Bath
Because the
bombs and
moment
shit.
the moment I flip it and I get out the shower and do a
Candles
Snapchat,
all around.
I do a Snapchat and I got a towel on. You gonna say something?
Nobody
Yeah.
not gonna laugh at that. But I'm just saying.
This kid.
But I'm not saying you're one. I'm saying
I
some
didn't
men
say
would
I
like
said
other
all.
women like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't speak for the other guy. I can speak for this guy, and then that's it.
And they don't think.
Shit,
But
Kareem,
they
if
too
he was here,
different.
he'd be- he'd say the
You
same
in
shit.
something he's not.
Yeah, I'm single.
Single,
Shout out to
single.
Facebook Live. I see y'all.
Another Kristen.
555
Big old
1 2
Kristen.
3
Go
4.
ahead and put your availability out
It's
there.
about
Kristen.
to all the
Yeah.
comments about to
Singles.
come up.
Here we go
Right?
again. Kristen did it last week. She was like, I'm accepting all applications. I got
Yeah,
the left
she
side
did
and the
say-
right side. If y'all want to talk to me, we can get this bit. Like,
Yeah, she did say
I'm not
you
that.
got it.
That fucking far. It rolled through with a 50-point matrix.
Oh,
We'll go
that's
back. Shout out
right.
to the another episode of
Oh,
Vivid Vibe.
right.
To
Talking
get
about
that
the
info.
highest view one?
Come on,
Well, that's
on.
another
win for
That's
you.
hey, yo, I'm just
Nothing.
saying. 50-point
question,
matrix.
please.
It's cool. We'll talk
All
about
right,
that
next
later.
question.
Bonus show.
After show. Are our parents blamed for our insecurities?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, 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 yes.
I don't agree.
I'm
Yes
going to
and
tell
no.
you, yes.
It don't
Yes,
depend
and
on
As
what
no.
parent.
a father,
Mm.
I literally am the opposite of what I raised with.
Depends on the
As a
insecurity.
parent,
It's yes and
What-
no.
that's fine.
No.
I don't want everybody to agree with me.
Yeah.
I don't. For me,
Cause your mama call you skinny ass little boy, don't mean you gonna call your son.
point being,
Well, some insecurities come from society,
Mm.
and it has
Mhm.
nothing to do with the parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I say yes and no.
Mm.
it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be both, but
I think it
still
depends on the
starts at home.
insecurity.
It starts at home.
Yeah.
Not.
How does it
no,
not?
No.
Cause we
Okay,
didn't grow
perfect
up.
example. I'm
we
gonna
didn't
give you an
grow with
example.
social
How
media
does
until
it-
now.
Where are you at 90% of the time? If you're not, if
My
you,
mama
you can
house.
do the school. You can imply school all you want. Home where you're secure, where you feel the most comfortable, where you're supposed to get the most love. A lot of times, your parents can do certain things to you while you're growing up, or you see certain things your parents do. I grew up in a single parent home. I had my mother alone.
Me too.
So depending on what you're raised in, that has a true effect on you, insecurity wise.
I mean,
it does.
And we're not. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You could go ahead.
You go
and
first.
We're not saying it doesn't at all. We're just saying yes and no because there are some. So, for example, with my sons, they were always told that they were handsome, they were smart, they were kings, all of that. But they can go to that
Yeah.
school, and because my youngest son is 6'3" and straight up and down, and somebody talks about how skinny he is, that gives him an insecurity. And that didn't come from home. Because at home, you're smart, you're handsome, you're all of these things.
Facts.
So that's why I'm saying yes and no, because you can pour as much into them as you want to, but they get out there in the world
It's a different story.
I agree.
and it turns some of that
Cause
stuff
my mama
around.
Yeah,
always
depends
tell
on
me, "I'm
insecurity.
proud of you. I'm proud of
Yeah.
you. You this and that. You great. You this and that." Sometimes my mom would say, "I wish I was you when I was growing up."
That's why I laughed.
What? I want to laugh
She
too.
said, "Fuck them kids."
That
Chill out,
too.
D. I see
That
you over there on
too.
Facebook Live.
But
Said, "Fuck them kids."
I always tell
All right.
Legend, and that's why I named you Legend, because you are a legend.
Yeah.
I am
Legendary.
legend.
Dope name.
All right.
Oh, now it's
So,
dope.
I had a reason.
Something that we did last week that Dale started was say one thing about the opposite sex that you like.
Ladies
Ooh,
first.
Where do I start?
Yeah, talk nice
Talk
to
that
me.
talk-
Talk
Man.
right to me.
Hey yo!
Talk to me right.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, we gonna
where do I begin?
I need that.
I'm searching my thoughts.
Give me that
I
peace,
got
love,
Which
and
one I'ma
soul.
pull out of
Come
the
on,
soul?
peace, love, and
to
soul.
say.
Give it to me, Kimo.
That is not my name.
He made it sound
I
so
did-
sexual
I did.
just now.
I'm gonna look at you.
Yeah, don't look at him. He'll
Nah,
catch
y'all
you in the
go.
eye. He'll catch you in the eye.
I'm staring. I see that smile. Talk to me nice.
One thing I love about my black men, men, notice I didn't say boys,
That's
about
that
my black
prison.
men is feeling safe and secure. when I'm with them, you know. And sometimes security is physical, sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's spiritual. But when you're with a good black man, that feeling of security, like girl, you interrupted my thought. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And I don't think that,
well, damn.
and this is my personal opinion, I don't think that any other man of any other race could make me feel like that.
That's personal.
Miss
That's personal. That's
Well,
what's
I
up.
can't say that because I was with white mans for the longest. My baby was black.
Concubine.
Now I ain't black. But anyway, I would like to say, I want to wish y'all a happy BJ and Steak Day.
I appreciate that.
So that's all I gotta say.
That's today?
Is
That's
that today?
Hey,
That's
oh.
today.
DJ Steak Day.
So you better
You don't know
find you
what that is?
someone to make your
I
steak
know
and make sure
BJ
that
Steak
BJ is right.
I
So-
didn't know what. Okay.
So happy BJ and Steak Day. That's all I gotta say.
Where's my steak?
All
Where's
right.
the motherfucker? That's today.
Sending out
Hey,
reminders.
All right.
excuse me. Where's the steak?
All right,
She's
Garry.
sending out reminders.
Hey Siri,
Hey Siri, where's the steak?
where's the steak?
Where
I
is
go-
Garry?
Garry.
So I would say I love what African American women are accomplishing right now. We're at a pivotal point in society, and for anybody that's watching this on the replay on YouTube or anybody that's listening in their car right now on SoundCloud, I know that y'all know this. African American women are truly pushing the envelope forward. They're the most
Man, you push
educated
my
group.
kitties
Yes,
back.
we
They
are.
are. You say I picked your
No.
kidneys back. What you say?
No, I'm saying my kids buy kitty glasses.
you
I'm
gotta
just
get
saying
them
you
right.
gotta
Gotta get
push
them
it
right.
back.
Plug.
You got
Them
this-
right.
You just got it all plugged.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like y'all are doing the damn thing,
Yeah.
and I want to salute you all for holding us down through the crack epidemic, through social injustice when African American men were really pulled from families. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all have done, and I'm happy to elevate every African American woman I can.
Man.
Salute.
That's good. That's good.
And
Yeah.
for
All right.
the
Dale.
closing statement of the night, hey, you beautiful black women.
Better.
As long as you guys give us the direction, we will lead the way. Without y'all, we are unable to be kings. And this is Vivid Vibe. We love y'all. We see y'all
Peace,
next
love, and
Thursday
soul, women
at the
want.
next
Thank you.
Battle of
Cut
Sexy.
out. Cut out.